Yeah. They ain't believe me when I told them crypto was the future. Now they trying to get in, but it's too late. We've been stacking Marbitz since day one. No banks, no middlemen, just power moves. Let's get it. Yeah.
Yo, everybody, what's going on? Let's hit the like button on TikTok as well. Let's get us over there. Welcome, everybody, to a very interesting day. And I know I say that most nights I come live, but it really is a very interesting day today. It's been super crazy. Everyone thought the market would go into zero. Turns out it wasn't. Who would have thought that, hey? And we might actually end the day green, which is probably one of the craziest days I think I've seen in this market. We're going to try and make some sort of sense of it. We'll try and break it down and get into kind of, you know, what the heck happened and see where we get to. But yeah, a very, 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 very crazy day. Also, if you've been paying attention to the channel, oh my God, what is that? If you've been paying attention to the channel, been paying attention specifically when we talk about certain coins, meme coins, altcoin markets, well done is what I would say. Well done. And shout out to those that made it today because, oh boy, what? Tim, what? Someone give me a 10x, baby. Oh, we did. There we go. Got it here first on the channel. Get in there. Anyway, we'll touch on that a little bit later on in the show, but I hope you're all doing well. As always, tap the screen, lock it in, hit the subscribe button, do all that kind of good stuff. You know we're here 6 days a week trying to bring you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency, all the insider, the alpha that you need to know to make it in this space. So anyway, we will digest a lot of stuff tonight, so hopefully you guys are ready. Make sure you got a drink on hand, you've got some water, maybe a Werther's Original, and perhaps maybe even some Baroque, whatever it's called, orange tablets, I don't know. You get my point. And we'll try and get into it. But anyway, JJS in the building. First one in tonight. What's going on, pal? You've just won yourself 55 ETH. Well done. Selmo's in the building as well, Mr. Tim Shea. Good to see Craig. Foz is here. Kevin says, don't sell yet. It's pretty wild. Swamp, what's going on? New BTC High during the show? I mean, it'd be wild if it did. But yeah, you never know, dear. You never know. Moto, what's going on, pal? Good to see you, man. Appreciate it. It's always good to see you, man. As always. Tomato Pizza in the belt. Here she is, look, Lauren Babb. I actually heard her last night in the TG. Shout out to Lauren Babb. Mark Noby says, hey all, exciting chart this Monday. Yes, pretty wild. We'll try and break down and make some sort of sense of it. What's going on, Holmes? Good to see you, man. Welcome as always, Mr. Selmo, the legend that is. PJ's here. Tony S here. Welcome. Crackerjazz says, holy shit, I didn't think I was late. Well, you got to be there. You got to be there. Wow, Bitcoin is motoring right now. Good news. AMG. What's going on, pal? CJ's here. Glenn's here. Mr. Stanton Fleming. Good to see you, pal. Welcome to you as always, Mark. Mr. K. Good to see you, man. Welcome, everybody. And welcome to all the fam on TikTok. I forgot that you guys are there. I'm sorry. So, Alvin, shout out to you. Andrew Gibson, welcome to you as well. Appreciate it. It says TikTok. Let's get it, Andrew Gibson, you massive legend. Appreciate you. And then Dad Rick Art joined. Welcome to you as well. So I appreciate the fam joining on TikTok as well. Man, we are literally everywhere right now, but let's take a look at what's going on. Look at this chart. Holy Toledo. I couldn't even think of a word to you. Look at this. Look how crazy this wick down is. Obviously, I know you guys can't see it on TikTok, but I'll sort of try and explain it to you. It's a big wick of about 5%. It's absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, been watching you on YouTube forever. Andrew Gibson, you're a legend. That's because you're an absolute legend, so I appreciate you, man. But yeah, Curtis, what's going on? Hit the like button. Mark Wale, good to see you, man. But yeah, a 5% move is absolutely ridiculous, if you ask me. And certainly not something we've seen for the longest time. However, definitely shows some positive momentum in the market, and that's absolutely what we need. And we'll touch on kind of why, and maybe a couple of reasons why I did. I actually tweeted out very much early on, so make sure you're definitely watching me on X. And I was literally like, don't panic. There is some crazy stuff coming. Hey, people panic and they dump their bags and they regret it afterwards. But hey, that's just life, isn't it? So it is what it is. But yeah, you definitely need to be watching me on social media. And obviously I dropped some content on thing. Now you have to sing. Done about that, Vernatron. But yeah, been a very interesting day in the market. Moody's downgrading the US, which is almost insane that they do it. I know in the business the business I work in does get their financial situations assessed, and it's a really weird way of doing it. It's only ever bad if you want to bring more debt. And obviously the US isn't interested in in creating more debt. So it's kind of like a bit of a nothing burger. And I can't remember who I was talking to about it. And I was just a bit like, don't worry about it. Like, genuinely, just don't worry about it. It's nonsense. And it turns out that's exactly true what it is. So you saw a massive dip on BTC. Well, it was pretty aggressive as well. I mean, look at this. We opened up the day feeling pretty optimistic. Obviously, we had that kind of weird fake out pump. Then it went crazy on the show, pretty much. Again, if people don't think we can move the market, then they are sadly mistaken. But obviously, we got this move up into the early hours. I think Vern and I messaged like late on, actually, for me anyway. And then I was like, oh my God, the market's like absolutely sending. Broke the resistance line that we've been talking about, that 106.1 level. And then dumped, like totally dumped. Like pretty crazy to think about how that kind of came in. If you sort of fib this though on a short-term fib, it is super interesting when you start to play it out. So you go, well, hold on a minute. Let me just get that actually right. There we go. So you see they come down to the bottom. We retest the bottom range at 101, just under 102, which is not a surprise. And then look at the step back up as it retests some of these Fibonacci's. Next level, the 786 at 105,972 would be a good number to get on the show. And then equally then break this 106 resistance, which again would be pretty bullish if you ask me. So super crazy. Didn't dip all the way down to there, which is kind of good news. But here we go on that. Now, worth noting, by the way, and I talked about this yesterday. If you remember, I was talking about the weekly close being above 104, I think it was I was saying. Well, we closed actually significantly up 106.5, which is a big move, actually. Very bullish. The biggest weekly close we've had for the longest time. So you'll notice a lot of them had wicks above this range, but this is actually closed the body of the candle, i.e. the price didn't just wick up. Price finished at that point. That's a big candle. I know it doesn't seem like that in terms of volume. That's a very strong indication of where we're potentially going to go. Obviously, we started the week very, very strong as well. So very, very bullish in terms of that. On a very, very, mediocre day in terms of Sunday volume, not particularly great. But what that then transpired to today is, and this is kind of where I got to, you saw probably some liquidations coming. We saw, some movement down the market. Rapidly scooped up. Michael Saylor buying about 7,000 Bitcoin. You also got BlackRock buying more. People were just stacking their bags, and it's pretty interesting as it plays out. Obviously, though, the problem when you get a BTC move like we've got, you'll notice BTC dominance up again. So that means altcoins getting a little bit of a hammering. Whenever you get a big move like this, what happens is capital flows out of altcoins. So you've seen it today. Altcoins getting pretty hammered, unfortunately. With a number of them down, particularly meme coins, WIF, Pepe, Brett, all taking a bit of a hit today, which is kind of bad news. And then you get to things like the S&P 500, the NASDAQ holding up relatively well. Once again, USD dominance. My opinion, though, this was a flush, I think is the terminology a lot of people use, to kind of create some pockets of liquidity. Now, you may not believe me, and that's totally fine. I get why you wouldn't believe me. I think you're naive to not believe me, because it's pretty often I'm right, but I'll show you exactly what I mean with this here chart. And you can see there just exactly how we kind of wicked up, sapped some of the liquidity, came down throughout the day, grabbed some more, moved up, took this liquidity range out. Now, if I was a speculative investor, of which I'm not, I'm a sensible investor. However, nothing on this channel is ever financial advice, TikTok. I actually think we'll see this push a little bit higher. I could see them trying to grab this liquidity. The debate would therefore be, do we hold this range? Now, there's some pretty big things coming this week that even I wasn't aware of, that I think we need to be aware of. So, look, the reality is nothing crazy coming in today. Nothing too crazy tomorrow, albeit there is some discussions going on. It's not until you get into kind of the mid to back end of the week. There's some big earning reports coming in. That's going to be interesting. It's going to give us an indication as to what's going on. You've also got a couple of reports that are going to come out that they aren't really on this. They're not really on this, actually. But it's going to be specifically for manufacturing and services. So obviously PCE we get next week. That comes in obviously Friday next week, Thursday next week. But we're going to get some very interesting data come on the back then of Fed Reserves basically chatting away. And Jerome Powell's going to speak on Sunday, which is like super crazy. But anyway, keep your eyes peeled on what's going to happen with that. But we're going to get some very interesting reports come out in terms of manufacturing jobs, in terms of services, which aligns to, whether Trump's kind of bullish or not, if that makes any sense. So keep your eyes peeled on that. So we might see this rotation of capital when it comes to Bitcoin. I actually think we're in for a pretty solid week, so keep your eyes peeled on that. Ethereum holding up, again, bounce back above that resistance level. Solana down just a smidge. ZBCN again, from that buy call we made, that's, 26% move. And remember, if you want to grab my trading software that literally says buy, it's dead easy. Look, it had buy on the indicator. So you buy it here and it goes up. You make 28% and bullish. Anyway, sorry, I don't know what that was. I'm sorry. I don't know what I don't know what that was. I don't have a trading indicator because I think they're all scams. Anyway, you get my point. We actually did call it here on the 20-day exponential moving average that this could be a potential move to the upside. And it turns out it was. So, yeah, good news. But probably not worth spending too much time on altcoins. It is what it is. But, yeah, do you think XRP will ever drop below 210 again before the bull run? Do I think... The question wouldn't be, do I think XRP will drop below 210? The question is, do I think there is a bigger move in the market to push it down? For XRP to go to 210 from 239 means Bitcoin probably has to hit 80k again. Do I think Bitcoin goes to 80k? I don't think so. It depends, though. It does depend. If something crazy came out and it was like, we're going to ban everything, then maybe. But I don't think so. Again, not financial advice. Not my thing. But anyway. River, what's going on? Hey, strangers. Good to see you. It's been a minute. Welcome. Cheese is here. I don't know if it's hello to you. But yeah, good to see you. Cheese. Daniel, what's going on, buddy? Welcome to you as well. Mr. K says, build on Titanics.eth. I don't even know what that is, but we can take a look at it. Amazing impression. Thanks, mate. Appreciate it. So yeah, let's keep a close eye on this. Right, let's start. I was going to start the show with this, and I should have done really. But look at this, a meme. Let's go. Old man yells at coins. 2017. Old man stops yelling at coin. Love that. 2025. JP Morgan. The bad boys of crypto or bad boys of blockchain going ham. They're like, hey, we're going to be in, baby. We want to be in. You'll probably see Jamie Dimon at the Bitcoin conference on when is it? Like next week or 25th or something? Like back into the week or something. Anyway, watch out. Jamie Dimon. You just imagine him, can't you? Bitcoin's a scam. Don't invest in it. Jamie, it's going to be really worth it if we integrate it into the banking system. Oh, okay, fine. I won't shout at it anymore. Anyway, I won't touch my 58 long until peak bull run. I mean, maybe, Curtis, that's your prerogative to do so. I wouldn't rely on me. Definitely not, specifically when it comes to trading. So, yeah. Anyway, right. Let's get into just a few other bits and pieces that I think are worthwhile, particularly, by the way, this. Now, I get hold on a minute. Can I, just 1 second, TikTok, come with me. Look, there you go, TikTok. There's like a crazy chart that I'm going to tell people about. It's pretty wild. So, I mean, you guys, we can just have a chat, can't we, on TikTok? But this is the VDD multiplier, the value days destroyed. Now, it's a pretty interesting indicator. Not many people talk about it, but there's a couple of interesting things happening that I thought was worthwhile talking about. So what it does is it assesses the strength of spending behavior over time. So, for example, what are you seeing versus in and out of a wallet? So are they spending it? Are the transactions going through? Is it just dormant and it's holding there? And what we generally see is increased level of volume in terms of wallet movements coincides normally with a run to the peak of the particular bull run that you're in. So for example, look at 2021. We got peak here where we saw massive VDD of around 3.21%, which saw us rally up in terms of where the price of Bitcoin got to on the 2021 bull market. Go back to 2017, you see exactly the same thing. A massive VDD as we rallied up on BTC, and then back again, 2013. So history, like we said, generally doesn't exactly repeat, but it does often rhyme. And what we can say here with this VDD indicator right now, we are in a very low VDD multiplier, which means as it stands at the minute, people are simply buying cryptocurrency to hold it. No one's really transacting with it. No one's really buying and selling and trading and swapping and right? Everyone's just kind of like, yep, I'm just going to buy in and get it locked in, and I'm going to see where we end up. So I thought it was an interesting chart to kind of keep an eye out, specifically how this is playing out as well. So my view right now is I still think there is way more to come in this market. And the reason why I think that is, simply put, because a number of indicators are telling us that. And again, it is worth noting, and it is worth sort of thinking as this goes through. But I thought this was a very interesting chart, which is good, if you ask me. You can double it down with profitable days for Bitcoin. So 99.6% of days holding Bitcoin have been profitable. Who would have thought that, eh? How long until this once again reaches 100%? So again, once we break our all-time high, that's what we're looking for. Many people would say, oh, 2-bit, what price is all-time high? Are we there yet? Well, like kids in the back, no. But if you're in Hong Kong, you have already broke your all-time high, so congratulations. But look at that. United States, 3.8% away from all-time high. Who would have thought that? I mean, that's pretty crazy if you ask me. 3.8% away from an all-time high when it comes to the cryptocurrency markets. And now that plays through, obviously there's slightly different prices depending on where you are in the world. If you're in New Taiwan, as an example, 10% you've got to go until you get a new all-time high. I'd move to China. It's only 1.5%. But yeah, just tells you exactly where we are. And more importantly, the fact that we haven't hit all-time highs. So, you know, think about it. Think about it. Take profit at 101, but watching it close right now. I'm up 1665. What's that on, Daniel Stewart? I opened a 50x this morning on Litecoin. Yes, Litecoin. Holy crap. Bullish on you. I bought a coin that I showed on the show yesterday. Was it yesterday? Was it yesterday, Tim? I can't remember. That is now, I think I bought in at 120k market cap, and it's at 1.5 million now. So I've just done a 14x on this in 24 hours. Bullish. And I think it's got more to go as well yet. But anyway, more of that later on, by the way. So definitely worthwhile hitting that subscribe button, and make sure you follow me on TikTok if you want to know what's going on in the markets. You want to get the alpha. It was actually an alpha call here on the channel as well. But so yeah, it just broke 1.5 million, Tim. Holy crap. People are like FOMOing in on that like a madman. It's up 800%. Bullish. Right, let's keep on going on before TikTok bans me. Brad Garlinghouse heading over to DC to champion sensible pro-crypto legislation around stablecoins and market structure. Now, there was a bill put in, the Genesis bill. They've kind of sort of poo-pooed it a little bit, but not too crazy. But there is definitely this kind of desire now, Cynthia Lumens, as well as many of the other kind of pro-cryptocurrency senators wanting to get this thing moving. So look, Brad Garlinghouse heading to DC. Now, I'm not going to speculate. Tinfoil hat on. Is there a tinfoil hat on TikTok? That'd be good, actually. What's going on, Million? Million 1000 says, hey, what's going on, pal? Way, blockchain bulls in the building. Good to see you, buddy. Welcome. Thanks for the follow early on. You massive legend. Appreciate it. When Ripple acquires Circle, it's game over. I mean, that's definitely possible. Yeah, for sure. Definitely possible. So, yeah, is this part of that debate? That's going to be the question. That's going to be the question. Holmes says, not saying you are. It was an example to back up my point. Okay, I missed it. Common denomination is regularly wrong, hence why everyone misses the top and bottom. Is that to do with me, or I don't know if that's to do with me or not. I'm sort of half out. What's going on, Beebs? Good to see you, man. It feels like there's a few choppers in here tonight. What's going on, Mark Wale? The thumbs up. Let's go, baby. Is the bull run close? I think we're in it, Million. We're at 105,000 Bitcoin. How much more do you want to go? We're 3% from an all-time high. Come on, baby. When did you get into the market? That's the big question. But yes, I think we're well into the bull run. Do I think the bull run tops in? No. You ready for a hat? I'm ready for a hat, Alvin. Yeah, hit me up with some hats. Hit me up with some hats, baby. But yeah, I think definitely interesting as this one plays out. Keep your eyes on what's going on with Mr. Garlinghouse. And yeah, it's so good. It's so good. I'm a big fan of the cowboy hat, Alvin. I'm a big fan of the cowboy hat. So thank you so much, everybody. Appreciate the TikTok crew coming in fresh. Yeah, I get which way. Is always taking profits on the way up rather than on the way down. Yeah, 100%. Honestly, ladder in, ladder out. It's the best advice you can ever have. Don't be scared about taking profits. Don't be that person that sits there like, oh, I'm just going to wait till it hits this, and this is the one. That is the worst statement you can make. This is the one. Trust me, it's definitely sensible to just take some profits on the way. By the way, Tim, 1.6 million. God, I hope this runs to about 12, 20 million. That'd be epic. Anyway, be nice to get a 200x. Right, Michael Salia, never short a man who buys orange link by the barrel. Salia buy more, albeit now investigated for, I don't know if it's like falsification of records, but Jojo, thanks for the like. Appreciate it. Don't know if it's falsification of record. Anyway, something. So watch out for that. Salia getting a little bit of a heat, which is not good. It could be, let's argue. Get it. So watch out for what's going on with that. Be sure you do it correctly. Don't lose profit or send to some schmuck in Indonesia. Definitely don't do that. That is bad news if you do that. Good. Right. That is kind of the news. That is giving you a bit of a view. I'm going to keep an eye on what's going on with BTC. 105.5. I'd like to see it push a little bit further, but we'll see. Let's get into the main bulk of the news and see what's going on. Look at this. SEC chart can reaffirms the end of harsh crypto enforcement. Get it, Paul? Tim, go and have a look at it. Tim, someone just bought 8 grand. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Oh, mate, honestly, it's wild. Anyway, SEC chair is reaffirming that. And this is why I think you're going to see way more good news when it comes to crypto. This whole, I kind of feel like the next meeting, oh my God, it's at nearly 2 million, Tim. I kind of feel like the next meeting is going to be is going to be a bit more about DeFi, which I think is going to be pretty interesting to see. So yeah, we will see how it all plays out. But look at this. Atkins condemned the SEC's past treatment of crypto firms, accusing the agency of offering little guidelines while issuing subpoenas in response to good faith outreach. Interesting what's going on, Vern. He added that they led to a regulatory environment devoid of trust and rife with confusion. Very interesting indeed. And I think many people thought that. Again, he wrote on record, quote, "It is a new day at the SEC. The message going forward is not go figure it out. It's let's figure it out together." By the way, US may be coming in absolutely fresh right now, being the hub of the cryptocurrency world that we all know it, which I think is bullish, never to say the least, and we're all down for it. Atkins also revealed plans to dismantle the agency's strategic hub for innovation and financial technology, or FinHub, arguing that its narrow scope of enforcement, heavy reputation has made it ineffective. Instead, he plans to embed innovation priorities across Commission's full structure. Let's get it, Paul Atkins. I'm down for it, right? I'm absolutely down for Paul Atkins, for sure. So you got Jamie Dimon coming in fresh right now. He's like, hey, we're all getting bullish here. And then you've also got Paul Atkins that's holding it up. So shout out to those two. Really crushing it right now. Really crushing it. Okay. Jojo shared the live. Hey, thanks for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks to all the new people coming in as well. Hit the follow button. Tap the screen. I appreciate you guys. Remember, 6 days a week bringing here the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news, reviews, and brand new projects that you can't afford to miss out. And trust me, last 24 hours, you definitely couldn't afford to miss out on this one. Right, let's continue on. Solana leads in DEX volume. Who told me Solana was dead? Bring them out here. It's time for a public humiliation. Solana leads DEX volume for the 5th week. $1.2 billion. Holy crap, in a week. Q1 2025 app revenue on Solana hits 1.2, led by Pump Fun and Phantom. Now, here's something that I don't think a lot of people know, but I think it's worth knowing, is that you now have two other ways that you can do kind of pump funny stuff, which is Radian have launched their own platform, and Jupiter. Remember, if you got your Jupe staked, there is a current vote. Super interesting vote. I recommend you go and read that. That could be very, very bullish indeed. In fact, Jupe did okay yesterday. I think it's down today, only about 4%. But yeah, watch out. There is new ways. Kind of new ways terrible people can launch coins. But at the same time, new ways in which we can pivot some of the volume that we've seen on things like Pump.Fun and put it into a more legitimate platform, which I think could be good news. So, stablecoin value on Solana has now surged to 12.5 billion, signaling strong ecosystem growth. Stablecoins being on there means people start to interact it. And weirdly, I've been talking to a couple of projects. I think I talked in the VC in Marbitz last night just about a project I'm working with, a brand new one actually. Very proper grounded. I think it's got 17 followers. So, but they're on Solana. You can kind of see it starting to come again. But the fact that stablecoin's on there, people are starting to use it. You see transactions going through, people buying and stuff. Yeah, pretty wild. Definitely don't write Solana off. I think we've got way more to come for sure. Way more to come. And then I sort of dropped a video yesterday. I don't know if anyone watched it. No, it was today actually, excuse me. About XRPL and kind of where this is sort of sitting right now. And it is super interesting. And I think so many people are going to miss out. Just my opinion, by the way. Again, maybe right, maybe wrong. I don't know. But I actually put something together yesterday, right? And, oh man, where did I put it? Did I save it? I don't know if I saved it. Oh, I put it together using ChatGPT, actually. And it kind of just talked through a little bit in terms of where yeah, I haven't got it. Oh, that's disappointing. Anyway, I can talk it through. So it talked a little bit about XRPL and RWA narratives, which I think is really important to reference. So these are things that are already on the XRPL or that are being interacted with. You've got Arcex, you've got Abden, you've got also funds valued about $3.8 billion over there. US Treasury bills are on there using Open Eden, a Ripple's 10 million allocation for tokenized T-bills, which is pretty crazy. A lot of people aren't talking about that. Real estate, stocks, and commodities. XRP is being explored for tokenizing assets like real estate and equities, which I think is really, really important. And you also got Blockscale and Zonix, enabling startup and businesses to tokenize diverse financial assets on the XRPL as well. So this is kind of why it gets super crazy on here. The fact that you got this Ripple Labs deploying the XRP ledger to boost financial inclusion is super interesting. And again, if you're holding XRP, I think it's a pretty good idea. Personally, again, not financial advice, just FYI. But yeah, this is good. Ripple announcing the launch of its second pilot initiative in 24, along with Mercy Core Ventures in partnership with Traceability Technology, providing the WEIA to increase financial inclusion and income for smallholder farmers in Colombia. I actually talked about this yesterday. So people might just go, like you're having a laugh, but it's kind of going to start to move a little bit into the whole, how do you get paid? How do you transact? Keeping everything on the blockchain, and XRPL and XRP certainly feel like they're going to be running the roost. By the way, Bitcoin heading up 105.7. Keep close to that. So yeah, good news if you ask me. I think this is very bullish, and one of which we're down for. So shout out to them. Right. Keep going. In other news, look at this. A massive whale bought $470 million worth of Bitcoin today. Pretty interesting. And actually bought it at the dip. Yeah, crazy. Like, I mean, I think what we haven't looked at. Where's the that whale took 10 million in profit, by the way. I don't know if you saw that. But yeah, took a fair old bit of change off the table. Like, what? So yeah, we clearly thought someone would come. We've got to keep an eye on some of these choppers, but yeah, some know what they're doing. Some know what they're doing for sure. So yeah, this one's still open with a big position. BTC long now, $583 million currently placed on this one. The XRP trade closed out, but again, pretty heavy in terms of what's going on with this. Current P&L, $12.7 million in profits currently from this whale trade. So they're still in the trade though. Think about that. You know, you've seen a big push down in the market. It's a definite liquidity grab, and then it's on the way back up. So yeah, pretty interesting as this all is sort of playing out. So keep your eyes peeled on that. Right, we might just have some breaking news, and I don't think it's very good. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me. Really quickly, just bear with me. And let me see if I can get this news up for you guys. Yeah, here we go. The US government launches an investigation into Coinbase customer data theft. Oh, it's fine. That's fine, actually. No one cares. Get those hackers. There we go. That's fine. I mean, it's bad people. They're not launching it into the exchange. They're definitely, loads of people are like, oh my God, no, they're not launching it into exchange. They're launching it into the hack. Sure, they'll just try and understand what it is. Anyway, continuing on with that, and keep an eye out for some of these trades. Like, these trades are big, actually. 500 million, 12 million profits. Bitcoin rallied towards new record highs. I think we've sort of spoke about this at length, really. But yeah, 105.4. We're actually significantly above that now. Investors, however, do remain cautious despite positive market developments, which I think is important. And I think people are going to be in that place right now anyway, because well, you've seen it today, like a massive dump, and then, you know, we kind of pull back. But you can see this, look, the current price, time right in 105.400, not far from the 101 mark, pushing close to record levels. It appears that we're on the cusp of experienced days where new peaks could potentially be realized. Let's hope so. I think we've seen some definite upside move that we've talked about, and certainly we've been well versed in terms of what's coming. So yeah, good news if you ask me. Keep your eyes on it, and don't forget, if you want to grab some sandals off Temu, then go and pay some tariffs. That's my opinion on that one. Good. We're getting contacted myself from Binance to the same number I had to verify was every week for a while. They must realize they aren't getting a bite now. I mean, that's true. That's true. I would say something else, but I can't. I got that weird connection I made last night. Sent me another menu, but not something I'm going to partake in, I don't think. Definitely not going to partake in anything, but yeah. And then look, this, I just thought we'd double back on this because I think it's worthwhile thinking about. This is obviously ETF inflows. Look at BlackRock continuing to buy big. 1249, 1,249 BTC purchased by BlackRock today. Pretty bullish as that plays out. ARK21 dumped it, but I don't think that's too obvious. They seem to be really up and down in terms of their holdings. You see Fidelity buying as well. So probably a pretty solid day, actually. Overall, maybe just scrape a good day, depending on how the market sort of finalizes, any OTCs or whatever. But, you know, look, the reality is BlackRock buying is probably good news. And more importantly, continuing to aggressively buy BTC as well. So, hey, good news if you ask me. Good news. And we'll certainly keep close to that. Right, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. Pretty much bang on half past. That's the news done. That's the charts done. Whoever just got me that flash goal, thank you so much. You set legends. I appreciate it. If you do have any questions, any thoughts, concerns, queries, or anything else, do let me know. And yeah, absolutely let me know what's going on with it. That would be good. And yeah, I'll try and answer as many as I can. Whether I'll be able to answer it or not, I don't know. Hopefully we get this rally. 106 would be a nice move on... that would be a nice move on BTC. So, yeah. We'll take a quick look at what's going on in DeFi, because why not? So, yeah, this is the coin. This is ASForce 1. I think I talked about it last night. It's up 1,000% on the day. It's currently sitting just under a $2 million market cap. Happy days for that. This is where I partook in a little bag. We have Mr. Vodka launched. That is just sitting around a $212 million market cap. Volume is on the way up. That only launched earlier on today. Marbitz still going strong. We're still in there, still making it happen. If you want to check that out, highly recommend it. Sunday is ready as well, so I highly recommend checking that one out. Just going to mute my microphone on Twitter, TikTok really quick. It is up. It's 35,000 bits to get in. It's about $10. It's a bit less, actually. And you're going to win a week's worth of free mining courtesy of Sitecoin. So check that out. Get involved. We'll draw it Sunday. It's going to be epic. So highly recommend getting involved in that as well. What's going on, Daz? Hey, respect. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Apparently, I mean, that's weird, isn't it? Apparently, 2Bit Crypto 5 just joined the 2Bit Crypto live stream. Just so we're clear, everybody, that is not me, all right? Any 2Bit Crypto that's got a name in it other than 2 is not me, all right? I think it's 2Bit Crypto UK is what you need to be looking at. Anyway, don't fall for it. This is me. That person in the chat is not me, all right? So be careful, everybody. There's some absolute choppers out there. Absolute choppers, so be careful. Right, anyway. Thanks for the likes. Well, nearly at 10,000 likes already. Like, you guys are crushing it over there. User says, Mike just joined. What's your opinion on the whole XRP in the news? We just talked about it, actually. Good news. I'll be interested to see how Brad Garlinghouse gets on with Cynthia Lumens and what comes out of it. I think the fact that they've done developments both now in Colombia and in Brazil, I want to say, two of their foundations kind of making things happen. Like, yeah, I'm down for it. I am down for it. And I think there's more to come. Personally, I think there's definitely more to come with XRP. So stay close to it. Stay dialed into it. And we'll see where it all plays out. Interesting when you look at kind of the stuff behind it as well. I talked about it yesterday, but yeah, definitely go and check that video out when you want to sort of get into people like BlackRock and kind of all that sort of crazy stuff. Like, yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good if you ask me. Selmo, that would be so weird. It's coming in then some. What's that? Selmo says Doge to $1. I mean, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Wow. Did 420 just like delete Lauren's messages? There may be trouble ahead. But while there's moonlight and music and love and romance, let's make the music. And dun, 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 dun. This is what you do on TikTok, and to try and get it going. Welcome to the crypto and singing. You know what it's about. 420 think Lauren will win in the long run. She's already missing the time. It's a good job I didn't read the whole of that statement now, isn't it? Anyway, Feg Army, what's going on? Welcome. Good to see you, man. Oz the King's in the house as well. Welcome to you. Appreciate it. Don't forget, everybody, tap that screen. Drop that follow. We're here every day bringing you the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency news, reviews, and much, much more. Although I don't really have any alpha to give you guys at the minute. Like I said, there's definitely some interesting stuff. Feels like meme coins are starting to move a little bit. But yeah, good news. Just Insider said that the DOJ... Hold on a minute. What does that say? Man, there's all sorts of breaking news right now. Breaking news live. You're getting it. You're getting it. It's pretty wild. Right, let's just get this dead quick. Although Justin Sun, by the way, has gone over to be some advisor for some kind of crazy thing. Right, what was that? Breaking news. Justin, former Commissioner Paul Atkins criticizes the agency's approach to hostility. Yeah, we said that. Insiders say the DOJ is investigating Coinbase over the recent customer data breach. Oh, we said that. What the hell, we already know that. Don't care. Don't care. Ba 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 ba. You guys. Look at that. It's Mary getting the number 3 gifter badge. Don't know what it means, but shout out to you. It's definitely worthwhile. I think you can like join some kind of like cool club. I mean, the cool club. What am I even saying? Join the cool club. Did you get a chance to look at the smartdefi.com? Did I look at it? I feel like I did, actually. I feel like I actually might have done. Did we look at it the other night? Next gen multi-chain launch pad, yeah? I think that's what it was. I feel like we looked at it the other night. Yeah, I feel like we looked at it the other night. I definitely remember this coin as well. I can't remember where I've seen it. I think it did a lot with ticker trending, didn't it? Like Pablo's thing. I feel like it did anyway. I definitely feel like I remember it coming out. But yeah, interesting, by the way. Yeah, I definitely remember looking at it the other night. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I thought so. The little kind of monkey with the red sunglasses on. What's going on, JR? Good to see you, man. Come up was it 4 years ago? Oh my god, wow, that's a long time ago. But yeah, yeah, I feel like I did look at it. Like, I think it's doing all right, by the way. I think we need more good launch pads. That's my view, by the way. I think anything that keeps people away from Pump Fun. Not saying that there hasn't been some pretty successful projects that have come out on Pump Fun, but it is a terrible platform, really. There's no skill involved. Like, you just launch a yeah. I mean, people may disagree with me, and that's fine, by the way. Excuse me, I think people are entitled to their view, but yeah, I think you should have to work for a coin or a token you want to launch, because the risk is you launch it and nothing happens. Or like in some cases, particularly like this coin, like people just launch it and drop 5k into it and it just sits there and does nothing, because the problem is it's got one of the wallets owns 50% of the supply. So pretty much 5 grand is in Pump Fun and 5 grand's in a wallet. I mean, what the hell is that about? The problem being is that this number one wallet, look at it, it's got 50%, over $5,000 in it. Disaster. The question is, who owns that wallet? And the answer is me. And it's not even my coin. I mean, what the hell's all that about? Oh, dear me. Honestly, that is such a chopper project. I still don't really... I'd love that person to come back in and be like, hey, yeah, so about that. I was kind of hoping you might talk about it a little bit more. Definitely not financial advice, and I definitely don't recommend buying that project at all, by the way. Anyway, man says, whoa, it's British cuddle time. I don't even know what that means, but yeah, shout out to you. Pump Fun is brutal on those that just throw money at... Yeah, exactly. It's the epitome of degeneracy, isn't it? It's like, come to Pump Fun, chuck $100 in, walk away millionaire. Like, the reality is that 99.9% of those people lose everything. It's crazy. Lee, what's going on? On a ferry from Barcelona to Italy, think I may continue to Turkey and New Zealand whilst my XRP comes to fruition. Let's get it, Lee. That's the way to do it. Yeah, got to 4 billion market cap. Oh my God. That's wild. Hey, Tibet, do you live near Hogwarts? Yes. Actually, I live in the little hut at the bottom of the garden. Is that right? Is that right? It's a while since I've seen it. Yeah, shout out to you, Alvin. Shout out to you, Alvin. You're a legend. Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Don't forget, if you got any questions, please feel free. Oh my God. Tim, it's at 2.1 million. Man, somebody just dropped 5.5k into it. That is wild. Let's get it. 2-bit is high grade. Bit harsh, Tomato Pete. Bit harsh. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. But yeah, don't forget, tap the screen on TikTok. Let's get it to 10,000 likes. Also, by the way, if you're on YouTube, do me a favor, hit up that subscribe button. Make sure you're dialed into this market. You're gonna be dialed into this channel. Every day we bring you the latest and greatest content. We bring you brand new projects. You get the insider alpha as well. Highly recommend you just getting involved. So always do your own research. And it's never financial advice on this channel. We just try and put you in the right place to be there potentially at the right time. Again, sometimes it doesn't work out. And in cryptocurrency, you can lose everything. So you got to be careful. Boss Buddha, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it, my man. I'm going to launch a coin called Inside Spoon. The catchphrase will be, shh, it's okay, bro. Go with it. Get out of here. Oh, dear me. Let me know if you need some content creating. I'm down. The Inside Spoon. Man, you could like really get some good like artwork, I'm sure on that. I'm sure on that. You can use AI. I mean, AI is crazy. If you kind of get into it, you can do all sorts of wild stuff with it. I've only ever kind of sort of used it a little bit, but yeah. Create me the image of a I will show you guys TikTok as well. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Stick with me. Stick with me, baby. As well. Lee Ramsey, all good things come to those who wait. Patience is key. I mean, that's true. That is true. Yeah, I mean, Tim, it's so wild. It's so wild. I love it when like the stupid ones make it happen. Like it's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So yeah, good news if you ask me. Good news. Hey Alvin, thanks for the GGs, you massive legend. Bullish news today in the House of Commons. Yeah, I saw the European deal. I mean, it kind of feels all right. I'd like to see a lot more of it, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, it kind of feels all right. It's better than nothing in it, I guess, is probably where I get to with that deal. But yeah, I'd still rather us pass some sort of regulation move that's really positive with crypto. But hey, now listen up. We're going to refer to Mike looking at anyone. It would be Game of Thrones with the big guy who can carry the what? Who had all the I mean, I'll take that as a positive. No, on about XRP. UK for XRP. What's that? I missed. What have I missed? I feel like I might have missed this. What have I missed? Why Ripple says UK banks don't want to trade. That's a month ago. What have I missed? Thoughts on Quan? Bailey? Yeah, you asked me that last time you came here. I like Quan. It obviously sits well in the ISO 222 range as well. So I think Quant will have its day. As long as it can hold on in the market, I reckon it's going to be fine. Personally, I liked Quant in the bear market. We always talked about it. You know, below $100 was probably a good buy. But yeah, I think given the whole ISO 2020, I think it could be good news. So, right, who was going to launch the? Here you go. Look, there you go. Look, just go with it. Look how good that is. Look how good that is. There you go. Just go with it. The brand new coin on Solana. I'm kidding. Does anyone own Swarm Markets? No, never heard of it. Never heard of it. But yeah, look how funny that is. On Solana as well. Let's get it. If you see it come out, looks like a stunt. Have you heard of Zebek? ZBCN, Bailey? Yes. Yeah, we've talked about it on the channel quite a bit. XRP was bought up as a better to be used rather than BTC as XRP is green. Interesting. I know there's been definitely some good conversations about XRP recently, so yeah. Yeah, ZBCM we touched on a couple of times. We talked about this the other day, 4.5% up. We actually talked about potential buy around 15.9, 22% since we talked about it. Also, we talked about it way ago. I remember like M. Krieg's discussing it. I mean, I think he had like 2 more zeros at that point, but yeah. I like it. Yeah, I think it's good. I think it's got some potential. I think lots of people think it's going to do some big things. I think the whole ecosystem looks pretty good. I wouldn't say I'm like super crazy into it, but yeah, I think a lot of people are definitely in that place where they think it's going to do some good work. And I think wherever you've got something that's just a little bit different, particularly that's building out the ecosystem they are, then I think you've got a definite opportunity with it. Anything that isn't directly just trying to kind of push a price narrative, does that make sense? It's like if the whole like ethos is, oh yeah, well we're going to change the way that we operate in finance, blah 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 blah, then fine. But the fact that it's like RWA and is kind of on-off chain ramping stuff, like yeah, I think it's going to be pretty crazy. I think it's got a good network. It's got a good solid bit about it. Yeah, I would say it was up there in one of the gooder players. I'd say it was up there in a good player personally. I don't own any though, just to be completely transparent. But I know many people actually in the community do own that. So yeah, shout out to that. We got 1 minute and 8 seconds. If anyone wants to do a GG, I don't know if this does anything by the way, or if it just comes up and it's like you're a loser. You missed out on a GG. So cowboy hat. But if anyone wants to drop a GG, that'd be great actually. I don't know what it does, but yeah, hopefully people do. Good. Man, it's bullish tonight, isn't it? I'm loving life right now. Loving life. Let's keep it moving. Oh, we might have some alpha. Hold on a minute. Some more alpha. Just been contacted by one of the close-knit crew. Although maybe they just deleted it. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay, I know what that is. Yeah, I know what that is. Good. Is everyone making some money today? Making some basically looking for the moon. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Chipper running its late tonight. Yeah, I mean, that's true as well. Yeah, so we'll keep close to it. Keep close to it. You definitely want to make sure you're dialed in because, yeah, hopefully we'll have some bullish stuff certainly happening over the course of the next week or two. Certainly as this market starts to warm up, then, yeah, we're down for it. We are down for it. And like I said, there's... I can't really go too much into it right now, but I'll keep you guys posted. But, yeah, in at the ground level on one, which could be fun. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. But, yeah, shout out to everybody. Don't forget, hey, thanks for the follow, Martin Suter, you legend. Appreciate your follow. Thank you so much. And Marcus, follow the live creator. Hey, let's go, baby. Let's get it. We're grinding out TikTok. We're grinding it out. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you. I nearly said it again. I got that weird thing where I just repeat myself. Anyway. Lauren got the mustache heading to the chippy. Power Hour is going to blow the top today as long as 2-bit stops selling. Yeah, it looks like BTC's just having a little bit of a cool off. Maybe the whole Coinbase news has kind of spooked a couple of people. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. But worth, yeah, it probably is. Worth thinking about as this market kind of just evolves. Again, though, when you start to play this out on the hour or even the 30-minute, you sort of go, okay, well, that's fine. Let's see where the bounce comes. Look at this kind of level right now. Obviously, I know you can't see it on TikTok, by the way, but 105.5. If you went a little bit lower, you're probably at a key level right now. You look for the bounce on the 30-minute. Still in a pretty good place, I think. I would like to see it. If Bitcoin could close green for the day, that would be pretty epic. That would be pretty epic. But, whether it will or not is probably a different debate altogether, isn't it? Probably a different debate. Anyway. Good news. No, I just heard you had chippies on your mind. It's all about the chippies, baby. It's all about the chippies. About the chippies. Hey, Moto, the $5 donation says, anyone else? Humana show 2 bits and financial cuddles. What? Appreciate you, Moto. Thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate the 5. Go on the 1 minute. Who trades on the 1 minute? Lunatics trade on the 1 minute. Lunatics 420. Like, it's not even fun to trade on the 1 minute. Look at the state of that chart. I mean, how do you bear to look at it? It makes me feel uncomfortable. Makes me feel really uncomfortable. It's like when you watch 2 kids fight and you're like, oh, probably should step in here, especially because one of them's probably mine. It makes me a bit uncomfortable looking at the 1 minute chart. I don't like it. I'm much more of a macro type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm all about the long term. Like we've always said on the channel. You don't want to pump too quick. Always ends too soon. That's my opinion. So yeah. Scalpers makes me excited. Get out of here. No one likes a scalper. I'm only kidding. 37 hoppers in the house. What's going on, buddy? Thank you so much for the ice cream cone. I don't know if that makes a difference, but hey, shout out to you. Also, shout out to the fam supporting on YouTube as well. We appreciate you guys 100%. Do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're getting close to breaking over 36,000 subscribers. So shout out to you guys. We appreciate it for sure. Absolutely appreciate it for sure. So yeah, get involved. Make it happen. That would be good news if you could. Good news. The 1 second's crazy. Yeah, it's just not my scene. Definitely not my thing. Not in any way, shape, or form. But yeah, where are we sitting right now? 35,825. So 175 subscribers shy of 36,000. So if you want to support the channel, hit the subscribe button. Also, if you're on TikTok, just drop a follow. Tap the screen. Over 12,500 likes on this live stream. So again, appreciate you guys for sure. We're putting content out every day. Have you seen that Javier Milei's now got to release his financial records? If you didn't know that, if you follow me on TikTok, you would have known that. But yeah, they're going to investigate Javier Milei for the Libra scam. And I think we can officially call it a scam, by the way. I think that's pretty much how it's come out. Actually, get to the 5 second charts. You are literally off your head. There's not a chance I'm doing that. Libra coin. I think it's pretty much donezo. I think it's this one, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's still at 54. I mean, this is how crazy this is, by the way. $54 million market cap, and it's did $52 in volume in the last 24 hours. Like, absolutely insane. So, yeah, I mean, look at that. But they're investigating him, and they want access to his financial records. Like, I reckon this could get pretty tasty, you know. I actually genuinely think it could get pretty tasty with Javier Milei. So we'll see. We'll see. Watch this space is my view. I don't trade the 5 seconds. Don't worry, I might be off my hand. It's wild. 5 second chart's crazy. Right, keep an eye on that. Yeah, Bitcoin definitely on just a little bit of cool off, but I wouldn't stress it too much. Just my opinion. Again, I could be wrong though. Got to remember that. So yeah, we'll see. Man, lots of people joining the live on TikTok. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you guys for sure. And again, if you could do me a favor, tap the like, tap the screen, lock it in. I'm sure Huge story behind Lee, but yeah, there'll be some sort of Netflix show. Definitely come out about that. Definitely come out about it. I mean, did I lose money? I can't remember. Maybe I did. I can't remember. I remember seeing it and being like, I'm literally aping this straight away. And then I was like, oh, no. I did the thing you don't do, which is just FOMO straight into something. It's like, it's bad news. It's all bad news. So yeah, anyway, sometimes you'll learn from your mistakes or be part of a community that tell you they've made a mistake. So yeah, it is fine. It is fine. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, BC coming back up again. There's definitely some kind of crazy stuff. Let's take a quick look, by the way, just because I think it's interesting. Let's take a look at what's going on with Wintermute. I also want to take a look at, let's take a look at MicroStrategy as well. Let's see what's going on over there. Just see what's going on with these wallets. You may be reimbursed at some point for Libra. I mean, maybe. I did cash out, so it's not like... I don't think I lost loads of money, but lost a bit, like, you know, a bit annoying, but anyway. Anyway, is what it is. Is what it is, baby. Right, let's see what goes on with this. So, yeah, it looks like there's some pretty hefty movement going on with Wintermute. 653 is up 40 million in 24 hours. USDC, USDC, USDC going to Binance, 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 Binance. Man, yeah, USDC going to Binance. Interesting. Not a lot, a bit of ETH going across there. So, yeah, pretty interesting. And then, yeah, in terms of MicroStrategy, $34 billion. Pretty wild, is that, isn't it? Pretty wild, if you ask me. Holding up well, making it happen. Shout out to the one and only Mr. Michael Saley from MicroStrategy. But yeah, Wintermute, watch out for this. Feels like there's an accumulation of USDC going on. Not saying that it's going to go to zero. Not saying that we're going to see this massive dump, but probably is worthwhile thinking about as you see a significant amount going towards providing liquidity maybe. I mean, maybe it's kind of a world where they're going to be messing around with it. I don't know. Look at that. 10 million Bitcoin out to a random wallet. Robinhood buying, man, Robinhood buying 40 million Bitcoin in the last like couple of hours. Some pretty big moves going on, isn't there? Some pretty big capital flowing around the markets right now. So, yeah, worthwhile keeping close to it. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We know institutions are still buying. So, you know, it's good news if you ask me. We're bullish on all of those things. Crypto George just joined the live stream. What's going on, Crypto George? Yeah. Are they voting on the Genius Act today? Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, I believe so. Daniel says, XRPL Magic's finally settled me on their liquidity issues. Oh, I remember that. Yeah, that was bad. I think I still have a little bit of money in Margex. I can't remember. Yeah, that was bad. They just absolutely screwed all people that were long on XRP just because it pumped. It's crazy. It's crazy. The world of centralized exchanges, like, stay away from them. I mean, obviously buy your cryptocurrency off there and get the hell off them. That's my view. Get off them. But yeah, I mean, hopefully we do. Hopefully we get reimbursed for LibraCoin. Like I said, it's a disaster. But I think they'll go after him. I think they'll absolutely make an example of him for sure. If they can, that's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but yeah, that's my opinion. I think they 100% go after him big time. And we'll see. We will see. Yeah. Dang it. Did I already say, hey, it's going on, Chipper? Yeah. Right, ETH's moving a little bit as well. Look at that. ETH now, a little bit of a move, 1.3%. Maybe we're seeing just a little bit of rotation of capital into some altcoins out of Bitcoin. I mean, nothing too crazy going on, but certainly seeing ETH moves kind of good news. BlackRock bought more ETH ETFs today as well. So, yeah, we'll see. When's the closing date for Trump dinner? May go long on Trump. The day before. I don't know if I would. Yeah, I don't know if I'd be tempted to go along at that point, but I think it's like 22nd or something, maybe. Maybe it's like the 22nd. Not sure. I think it was 6 figures though to try and get a seat at the table, if I remember rightly. Pretty wild, if you ask me. But if you can get it, then you know it might be worth it. You never know, do you? Never know. I don't even know what it's doing right now. What is it doing? I have no idea. It's down 1%, so yeah. Not doing anything too crazy at the minute. Just sat chilling. I think people will make a few last minute purchases. Maybe. I mean, we can take a look at the wallet counts. Was it top? I can't remember what they said. Like top 200 or something. So you got to take out all the you got to take out all the random wallets. But I mean, look, some of these are like 27 million in. I mean, that's a random wallet. 18 million. It's wild. So it's a lot of money. Oh man, imagine that. Imagine just having like a Trump wallet with like $12 million in it. Like, what do you do with that? Or dump the whole bag? Oh, that'd be sensible, wouldn't it? Anyway. But yeah, I mean, it depends. Maybe there's an announcement. Maybe there comes an announcement. Let's find out. I kind of feel like it did get announced, actually. Bram41 says, please send me 500 coin. No, thank you. No, thank you. I don't have 500 coins to send you, otherwise I would. Dreaming of Delight to include mostly non-American based. Yeah, we said that. When is it though? I can't see a date for it. Anyone else know when it is? May 22nd. There we are. Yeah, I was right. May 22nd, top 220 Trump holders are invited to dinner with the president at his Virginia Golf Club outside Washington, D.C. The event announced last month will tally close Monday night. So that'll give you an idea then if you wanted to try and grab hold of that move. May 22nd, top 220 wallets. Yeah. You sell BTC at the top. I don't own a lot of BTC. I'm more into altcoins, but I haven't sold anything really. I don't think out of my portfolio. Nothing. Oh, I've moved a bit of capital around, but yeah, I've not actually sold anything. Not that I would deem as good. I think we're playing a little bit of meme coin DeFi space at the minute, which turned out pretty well. Nice little 12x in the last 24 hours. So make sure you're locked in. You should be following and subscribe to the channel. That's just my opinion. Obviously, do your own research, do your own thing in this space. Nothing's ever guaranteed. You could lose all your money. So yeah, exactly. So many changed the market a bit, but yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe it gets crazy before the dinner. That'd be pretty wild if you ask me. So yeah, top 220 though. Think about that. Let's just work out if you want to go and have dinner with Donald Trump on when is it? When's the 22nd? Like Friday or something. 22nd. Thursday. The top 220 wallets. I wonder how much you've got to have. I bet it's now millions. It was on a website, wasn't it? I can't remember what it was, but anyway, holders. Let's discount, right? Just for the sake of argument, let's discount the top. Let's discount this first page. So we're going to go to 260, right? Let's go to wallet number. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's go to wallet 260. Because that'll be basically, my opinion, the smallest you can get to. 260, right? Here we go, look. So wallet number 260, as an example, has $312,000 in it. Good luck. Good luck, that's all I'll say. Crypto Princess in the building. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, I watched some of your content the other day. It's pretty good, actually. I kind of like it. I like your adaptation to interviewing American people as well. Because we definitely don't talk about high schools. That's definitely not a UK thing. But yeah, shout out to you. I definitely enjoyed listening to, I watched the J Chains one, and obviously I watched the Believes one because I know Believes. So yeah, it was pretty good. I like it. I like your style. Ripple complete with Coinbase for Circle. Yeah, I mean, that'd be pretty crazy, wouldn't it? I think they'll get it, I truly think Ripple will get it. So could be all over at that point. Could be all over. But we'll see. How close are the surrounding holders? I mean, they're all like 300k out there. So look at that. Wallet number 280 is 274,000. I can't remember exactly where it was. I can't believe we made that coin earlier. What was it called? Oh, here it is. I've got it. How have I got that? It's bizarre. Congratulations. Oh, there we go. Look. Yeah, congratulations. If you're a top 220 on the leaderboard, we will be contacting you in the next 24 hours. Time weighted Trump. Oh yeah, it was done on how long you hold it, doesn't it? Oh my god, how much is this one? This is a VIP wallet. Oh my god, these people are wild. What does it hold? It holds $20 million of Trump coin. Jesus, what? Man, that would have been they would have been bullish, and they must have held it forever. Fair play to them. Fair play to them. That is pretty crazy, if you ask me. That is pretty crazy. Nearly $19.5 million of Trump coin and held for the longest time. So yeah, that was oops, where have I put it? There we go. Yeah, and that one as well. Look, big boy wallets. Big boy wallets. They know what's going on. They're dialed into this market like crazies. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to those guys. I'm bullish. We're bullish. Anyway, good to see you both a while. Gotta go feed the critters and shuck some stalls. Good to see you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be getting out of here in just a minute. Shout out to everybody that's been tuning in on TikTok. I appreciate you guys for sure. Good audience tonight. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to, as usual, the fam on YouTube as well. You guys have been crushing it. And also X, don't forget, we're live everywhere. We're live everywhere. We're just bringing it. We're bringing it. Swift will shake things up soon. Yeah, that was moving again. What's it at now? 1-4. It's not bad. It's held up actually pretty well in the grand scheme of things over the sort of the last, last 24 hours. So yeah, shout out to those people into that. So yeah, good news in my opinion. Good news indeed. When to a Crypto Princess collab? I mean, who knows? Maybe soon. Maybe soon I'll have to reach out. Don't know though. You asked some pretty hard, not harsh questions. That's not the right word I would use, but probing questions. What was if I can't answer them? What was if I can't answer them? What was if I my story? I told you my story is super boring. Joined 2017, lost everything. Maxed the credit card out. It's the worst journey in cryptocurrency you could ever imagine. So yeah. That was my journey into cryptocurrency. Just bad news from start to finish. I don't know if it's actually got any better today, but maybe. We'll see. Get out of here, Holmes. Get out. Go ahead, Feg. Feg's got a question. Hit me with it. Oh, the Crypto Cowboy. Yeah, the first ever live stream I did. That was wild. That was wild, actually. We'll take this question from Feg, and then I'm going to get up and get out of here. So, yeah. But, yeah, hit me up with a question, and I'll try and answer the best I can. But, yeah, hopefully we see some solid movement. We continue to hopefully see, some bullish momentum when it comes to, Bitcoin over the course of the next couple of days. Maybe even over the course of the next few hours, actually, we might see a significant kind of upside momentum push. So, again, we need to break that 106. That's what I'm looking for right now. 95% of the question is nonsense coming from TikTok. Yeah, well, Feg's all right, I think. 37, shout out to you for the GGs, you legend. Yeah, Tubi, thanks for streaming as always. Bro, have a good evening. 420, always a pleasure, my man. Catch you soon. What or how do you think is the best way to build a TG community for my token? I'm going to launch. What would be the best way? Be already in communities, have a big social media presence. Don't do any paid AMAs in Telegram because they're terrible and it's all just a bit of nonsense. But honestly, you've got to get a token out that's going to work, that's going to move, that has good volume. And then I would recommend getting some level of trending or DEX trending or promotions to try and get things going. And then that's how I would do it personally. But it's hard. It's super, super, super hard. And I can speak really, really confidently in how hard it actually is to get a TG going, keep it going. You need it super hyped. If you've got meme coin that's going wild, then fine. You've always got to do it. But yeah, you just need to really push the word out. So it needs to be everywhere. You need to push content. You need to if you just get good volume into your token, you'll probably do pretty well. But yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. But yeah, you know where I am. I can always try and give any sort of advice. But yeah, super difficult is what I would say. But good token, good narrative, present in the TG, have a community that you can be part of, be in live streams, be in spaces, do all that kind of crazy stuff. Then yeah, you will get it moving. The challenge isn't necessarily building the community of people, because if you have a token that's doing well, it will build anyway. It's keeping everything active. That's the hardest part. But ladies and gentlemen, that is that. Don't forget, as always, do check out Marbitz.io if you are interested in my project. Not financial advice at all, but worthwhile taking a look at. And we'll be back, as always, tomorrow, 4 p.m. Eastern. That's 9 p.m. here in the UK. As always, thank you so much for everybody on TikTok. Thank you so much, everybody that's tuning in on YouTube. I appreciate you guys. We'll be back as always tomorrow. So make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to turn your notification on to all. That way you don't miss the latest and greatest content in cryptocurrency history. But until tomorrow, YouTube, see you in a bit.